Hey, today we are going to convert a recipe from traditional to graphic, and it is glazed orange wafers. You may have remembered seeing this earlier in the year, first semester, so we're going to revisit it. But when you saw it, it was already in graphic format, so I don't know that you already have that memorized. But anyway, uh, we're going to convert it to graphic format. Now, whenever I do a recipe conversion, I like to split my screen in two. So we're going to click up here. We're going to get rid of this because you don't need that. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to open a Google Doc. I'm going to drag it over here. Oops. Let's go blank doc. All righty. So here's my original. Here's where I'm going to convert it to. I'm going to leave that behind. Okay. Just to get rid of that little green cursor there. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is, it's a 2-day assignment, day 1 and day 2. So we're going to do it in 2 tables. So the first table, we want to know how many rows and columns to make. Again, we don't have to know the exact number immediately. We can always add or delete columns and rows. It's not a big deal. But if we get it right the first time, there's less work to do. So we have a row for the title. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had 10 rows. And we have 6 procedures plus 1. So 10 by 7. So we're going to go insert, table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10 by 7. All right, we're going to merge all these together to make our title row. So we're going to merge cells. I'm going to take a copy of this. Control C, Control V. Gosh, such a pain that it puts all those spaces in there. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and type in day 1 there. All right, now our ingredients. 1 cup of butter. Oops. I don't know why. If anybody knows, it can tell me why. Control C. What's in all that space? I'm going to go ahead and pause this and type in my ingredients one by one. You don't need to watch me do that. Okay, we're back in business. Spelled orange juice wrong. Okay, I for the life of me don't know why when I try and copy and paste, it gives me all that extra space in there. If you know, I'll give you extra credit if you can solve this problem so that I can copy and paste without getting all that extra space in there and not have to type it in. If you know how to do that, I'd appreciate it very much. Okay, now for some reason, this recipe has got juice and oaks. Those are highlighted for a reason, yes, so you don't confuse them. So we're just going to go ahead and do the same here, made bold, just to avoid confusion. Also, I want to draw your attention to this. There's baking soda and baking powder. And if you get in a hurry, it's real easy to confuse those. You might look quick and measure out a half a teaspoon of baking soda and look away and come back and see baking again and confuse the two. So I just want to draw your attention to those. Maybe we'll highlight those as well. You don't need to, but I think I'm going to. Just to draw your attention so you don't get them confused. All right, so now our direction 1 says beat butter until light in a stand mixer. Control C goes right here. All right, now the word butter here is not necessary because the word butter is there. It's redundant. I'm not going to say get your butter, beat your butter, take your butter out. That's just not makes sense. So it's important to delete that. Okay, can we? No, we can't get rid of that extra space for some reason. All right. Step 2, add sugar to the butter and cream together. All right. What? You know what I did? I left my sugar out. Somehow I deleted it from here. Oh dear. Let's go back. There we go. All right, so that's an easy fix. All I have to do is put my cursor in here. Format, table, insert row below. No, insert row above. There we go. So that's where our 1 cup of sugar goes. All right, so we're going to beat our butter until light in a stand mixer. Then we're going to add sugar to the butter and cream together. Now, this direction involves butter and sugar, so I'm going to merge these two cells together because that's where the butter is and that's where the sugar is. So we're going to format, table, merge cells, Control V to paste. Do I need the word sugar and butter there? Absolutely not. Let's get rid of those. So all we needed to say is add and cream together. What are we creaming together? These two things right here. But I want an L shape. Well, I can't make an L shape there, can I? Because I can't white out that vertical line. So I've got to go back a couple steps. All right. I want an L shape here, so I'm going to merge these two together. See, even Mr. McCarty makes mistakes. Table, merge cells. I'm going to white out this one. Now I'm going to paste in here and delete my sugar and butter. Add and cream together our sugar and our butter. I don't need the words butter and sugar there because butter and sugar are there. Hopefully by this point in the year it makes sense to you. Now we're going to add and mix orange juice and orange extract. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and copy this right here. All right, so we're going to add these two ingredients into our bowl. So we're going to merge all that together and make an L shape. So we're going to format, table, merge cells. We're going to merge these two together, format, table, merge cells, and we're going to white out this one right here, given our L shape. Now, we do not need orange juice and orange extract or the cream mixture. Add and mix. What are we adding? These two things, what are we adding them to this bowl? All right. In a separate bowl, sift together dry ingredients. All right, so bells should be going off in your head. Separate bowl means we're not going to do any L shapes. We're not going to do anything with this portion of our table. We're not going to come close to it because it's a separate bowl. All of this stuff is in one bowl. So we're going to take our dry ingredients in a separate bowl. So we're going to merge all these together. I'm going to attempt to anyway. And put our words in there. In a separate bowl, sift together dry ingredients. Do we need the words dry ingredients? No. We just need sift together. Okay, so all of these have been sifted together in a separate bowl. Now our next step, combine the ingredients of both bowls. Here we have a bowl, and here we have a bowl. So they're all gonna get combined. Now this can be merged together into one big line, one big cell, or you could make this an L shape. Either way is fine because we just have two ingredients. So let's do, let's call this one cell. So we're going to format table, merge cells, and we're going to have the word in there, combine. What are we going to combine? This and this in the same bowl. We do not need the words contents of both bowls because we're going to combine everything between this line and this line. Now we have one item at this point. We have our cookie dough. So everything from this point forward is one cell. So we're going to format table, merge cells, put our directions in there, roll into thin sheets that will fit into Ziploc bags, chill for at least 1 hour, but in class we'll chill overnight in a Ziploc bag. Okay. That is our directions. We have extra tables, or excuse me, we have extra rows and extra columns. So to get rid of all this here, there's a couple of ways we could do it. I'm just going to merge all this together. Format, table, merge cells. And all this right here, I don't need it all, so I'm going to delete it. Format, table, delete rows. Boom, there's our day one. Perfect, right? All right, now let's look at day two. We're going to do another table for day two. Okay, so we need our title and a row for each ingredient, plus our pre-step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. And we have 6 steps. Let's just call it 7 by 7. What the heck? Okay. Now, if I start inserting a table, it's going to be right there where my flashing cursor is. So let's put some space in there. Actually, I want to put this all the way down to the next page. All right. So we're going to go right here, and we're going to insert a table, 7 by 7. So right here is going to say do that again. Format table, merge cells, A2. If you want that centered, you highlight it, click on this little icon right here, and it'll say it, center it just like that. All right, now we need a pre-step row, very important. So we're going to put that right here, merge those together as well. Format table, merge cells. Heat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You know what? I don't like that. All right, There we go. Now, our ingredients are our dough from day one. We have 1/4 cup of honey. And don't call me honey. I went backwards. Let's copy this. Paste it here. 1/4 cup of sugar. I made a mistake there. Got my honey and my sugar mixed up. So I just went back and copied my honey down here and put my sugar there. You want you're probably thinking, well, what difference does it make what order these are in? It's a good idea, whether it's a graphic or a traditional recipe, to have your ingredients in the same order that they are used. So if your sugar is at the top of the list, you're going to use that in the recipe first. So that's just good practice. All right, so then we need 2 capital T stands for tablespoon. Table is bigger than a cup of tea. 2 tablespoons of orange juice. And 1/2 cup of chopped doesn't matter if you put walnuts chopped or chopped walnuts, either way. All right, so first step is we're going to roll out our dough from day one into 1/8 inch thickness and cut into cookie shapes. It goes next to our dough from day one. Okay. We are going to bake our dough on parchment paper for 13 minutes. Oops. What did I do? I'm never very good at this. Okay, I don't like that word parchment paper to be busted up, so I'm going to make a little bit more room by dragging this line over. Making sure there's space in there. There should be space in there too. Okay. We don't need to say bake dough or bake cookies because this direction is right next to the dough. So obviously that's what we're baking. Step 3, combine sugar, honey, and all right, now you'll notice that there's a measurement here, 2 tablespoons of orange juice. And I tell you, you don't need measurements in the procedure section. Well, I put it there for one reason, and that's because we have orange juice used twice. Now, true, orange juice is used on day 1 and day 2, so you could get away with just saying orange juice because obviously it's this orange juice. But you can put it in there if you want to, just to differentiate it from this orange juice in case you're doing it all on the same day, and it's just prevents confusion a little bit. All right, we're going to combine sugar, orange juice, and sugar and orange juice in a medium pan. Now, does this go next to the dough? No, it doesn't. So I'm going to take this, copy it. That goes next to the sugar and the honey. Thought you got me, didn't you? Well, at least I hope you were paying attention and thought I made a mistake, which I did. So we're going to combine sugar and honey and our orange juice. Format table. table, merge cells. There we go. And keep warm until cookies are ready. Now, do we need the word sugar there? Nope. Do we need the word honey there? No. Do we need orange juice there? Nope. So let's delete those. Combine in a medium saucepan. Bring to a boil. Keep warm until cookies are ready. Then we're going to brush glaze on cookies, which is our next step. Now, this next step involves our cookies and our glaze. So we're going to merge all of these together. Format, table, merge cells, brush glaze on cookies. You could just as easily say brush on. But because we only got 2 ingredients, are you brushing the cookies on the glaze or the glaze on the cookies? I'm just going to say brush on. All right, so our glaze goes on the cookies. Then we're going to sprinkle our nuts on the cookies immediately after glazing. Here is our cookies. We're going to merge. See what I did there? I accidentally built another table inside that table. That was a mistake. So all I had to do is hit Control Z. All right, so here's our walnuts. Did it again. Why isn't my computer working? Did it again. Format, table, merge cells. I'm going to white out this line right here because the walnuts are going on top of the cookies. Come on. And, oh, I need those words right there. Because I don't have enough space in that narrow column, I'm just going to go ahead and merge all of this together. It won't let me. Okay. I'm going to format table, delete columns. Format table, delete columns. And click and drag to make that a little bit easier to read there. Okay, so there's our day 2. That should be good. I'm looking at my answer key here to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. I mean, I made the answer key, but it's good to have something to refer to in case you made a mistake. All right, there it is. Done. Hope that helps you.